Kupo, who in the Seventh Hells are they? Meddling adventurers, I'd wager. Mogul's Guard, to arms! Defend the king, Kupo!
Alright, so here we are in the Thorn March Hard. This shouldn't be a difficult trial for us to have, but there are a few mechanics that we do need to know. There's an order that we'll have to fight people in before we can fight the king. Hopefully everyone knows this, and we're not... It looks like we have a few people here, 2 summoners who are new, watching the cutscene. I'm gonna ask... So I'm just going to ask real quick if someone can mark the targets, because I always seem to forget them. This is more for help. Essentially what happens is there will be a bunch of different Mughals that come up with the different classes. Black Mage, White Mage, Bard, Rogue, Arcanist, Paladin, Warrior. You need to defeat them all. If you don't, well, I actually don't know what happens if you don't defeat them all. So that first one that we saw, that's the first one obviously too. And then you need to... fight some of the guys here. I think it goes with the Black Mage first, needs to be burned down, and then you go over to the White Mage, or the Bard, I think it is. Okay. So essentially what happens is, once they're all down, they'll summon their King Mughal Mog, the 12th, or whatever it is, and he'll reanimate all of these dead Mughals. When they do that, at a certain point, if these guys aren't burned down again, I always forget who we're going for here. I think it's Furry Foot here. If they're not burned down again in pretty much the correct order, King Mughal will use his AoE ultimate wiping skill, which can severely... are we supposed to get this one? No, I think we're supposed to get Furry Foot. Which will pretty much wipe the whole party. So you want to avoid that. You want to burn down the correct guys as you need to. But other than that, it's pretty much really the only fight. It's not particularly hard in a way. The hardest part is dodging all the AoEs that come through, making sure that you're not getting hit yourself while everything's going on. And then this is Husky Pico the Shaggy. I always forget which one that is. Is that the Paladin? So you just want to get out of the AoE range here. Just don't get caught in them. Burn him down. And the next phase will begin. Alright, so now King Mughal Mog should come through once they set him up here. Once again, we need to focus on... So the Black Mage here will be first. That will burn down after that. Then we'll go for the White Mage, I think this is... No, that one's the White Mage over there. Bard, I always forget where they are. I think that's the Bard with the green. Then you go for the Rogue after that, which I believe is here with the yellow. And then you can ignore the Paladin and the Warrior here. Okay, so that's that. As you can tell, quite the attack range there. So we'll put down all our stuff. I probably should have put it out sooner so that everyone kind of had the healing there. We do have some people who are outside of the range, so we'll make sure that they get healed up. So we want to find the Black Mage right over there. Make sure we focus them down. Let's put a attack on that. I'm going to make sure that I have Adaloquium on me, at the very least. And then go from there. Everyone's kind of just burning down whoever they want, which is okay. We want to find the White Mage next. After that, oh, people are dying. People are dying. Okay, that's fine. White Mage, I don't know where they are. I think they have already been burned down. So let's see if we can find someone else here. I think we are at the point where no one really either knew what they were doing, or we're in a situation, alright, one of our tanks is down, that's not good, and I just wasted my... Hold on, I just wasted my Swift Cast, which sucks. Let's see if we can get through this. Come on, Resurrection, you got it. Okay, we're trying our best here. I lost one of my healers as well. Alright, so we're gonna wipe. Okay. So we'll finish this guy off. We'll attack him, get everyone set with that. at least for the most part. Alright, so then these next two will come through. We'll hit the Black Mage with... Where is it? Number 1. We'll hit... You are... What? You're the Archer? You're the Archer, so the Archer needs to be 5. So the Archer is 5. Burn down that. Burn down this guy after. Since the music is dope. Someone's saying, this is the only one I don't mind dying constantly because the music is sick, which is a thing. So we'll mark him as 5. Next one is White Mage is 2. The Warrior... Okay, Rogue is 4. That is... We'll put there like that. I'm trying my best to keep this as entertaining as possible, but unfortunately, I'm also trying to focus on the notes that I have taken as well, because this is the only one that I can remember where this is kind of important, at least for the meantime. Other than that, I don't know where I'm trying to go with that, to be honest with you. Okay, so that's the Bard, so Bard needs to be number 3. Alright, let's get out of that range here. Okay, so they all should be down. We'll once again go for Black Mage, then White Mage. Hopefully everyone will burn them down as quickly as possible. And pays attention to the numbers this time. Alright, Black Mage is going to be number 1. I always forget that he does that. Alright, so we have a... Luckily... Oh, he put out a Medica. I shouldn't have put Whispering Dawn, but that's okay. Okay, so he's down. Focus on the White Mage next. Let's just make sure we get that done. Get out of the line attacks. Oh no, I get hit with the Frenzy. Okay, we just run and we can't do anything about it. Hopefully we stay alive for this. Alright, where's number 3? Oh god, I'm gonna die here. I'm gonna die here. Oh, I'm gonna die here. Please don't die here. Let's use that. Let's hope that we can keep everyone alive by doing a little bit of this. Come on everyone, we got this. Alright, number 3's down. Number 4's next. Alright. We're burning him. Hopefully he doesn't get his ultimate attack down. Okay, that's that. Then we need to focus over here. Everyone is focusing on that for whatever reason. Not quite sure why. No one wants to pay attention to the numbers that are there, but hopefully we can get him down. I think he's about to do his ultimate. Pulling that. Okay. Then we can focus on these guys. Okay, now we can focus on King Moogle, finally. I'm going to put down another... If I do this, I can put down another Sacred Soil and a Whispering Dawn, and there we go, finally. Let's give it to our... Ooh, okay. Pair of something has been added. Let's roll for that. That's a rogue arm. I'm going to pass on it. Alright, and that is Thorn March Hard. As you can tell, it is actually fairly hard. You did it, Kupo! You did it! Good King Mogul the 12th, may his mighty soul rest in peace, is no more! I shudder to think what might have happened had you not stopped the Mughals guard when you did. Thank you, Nia. Perhaps now they will come to their senses and stop playing at fairy tales. Rest assured that the chieftain will have choice words for them too. You should go and tell Panuki Pak that the king is no more, Kupo. She's with Reo at Camp Tranquil and can relay the news to the chieftain. So I just realized in all of my kerfuffle with recording other stuff and getting used to this and just how late it is really for me. I've been up much, much earlier. I completely forgot to plug in my headphones. I was like, why does everything seem so odd and quiet? It's because I didn't have my fucking headphones plugged in. So hopefully there's not too much of an echo or anything like that coming through the microphone. If there is, I'll try my best to get rid of that. But yeah, that was kind of a mess now, wasn't it? Once everyone kind of got on the page and I was able to mark them appropriately, things went much, much better, much, much cleaner than anything that we've had to face so far. But yeah, that's pretty much the Thorn March. Make sure that you fight the targets in the correct order, and you can make it through. If you don't, you'll have a hell of a time, and as you can tell, wipe your party. Generally, like I said before, I've had teams that knew what they were doing, at least one person who marked, but this time I didn't, so I had to be the one who took control of that. Do I dare believe my ears? Good King Mogul the 12th, may his magnificent virtue serve as example to us all, has fallen? All Mughal kind owes you a debt, Kupo. Ah, and I sense Rea-O wishes to congratulate you as well. I shall let you two speak without further fear of interruption. Alright, you have selected Regicide. It is complete. Oops, wrong person. Alright, Reo Senna. I have to remember because I keep on wanting to say Reo. And it is Reo Senna on the properties of primals. Reo Senna wishes to congratulate you on your victory over good King Mughal Mog the 12th. Your bravery and service to the Twelveswood and her Mughals shall not be forgotten, Nia. My sister will doubtless wish to hear the tale of this great victory from the mouth of the woman responsible. Pray return to the Lotus Stand and treat her to a full account of the day's events while the details are yet fresh in your mind. Okay. Let's go Lotus Stand, so that's in Gridania. Okay, and we can turn in here. The Elder Seedseer is expecting you, madame. May I show you in? Yes, please. Nia, you are returned to us unharmed and victorious. Thus have I two reasons to be glad. Yet many questions remain unanswered. If you would be so kind as to oblige me, I would fain hear all that occurred in the Thorn March. Then it is as we feared. The king really is a primal. But he really isn't, is he? I mean, the Mughals don't worship him, for one thing. He's not even a god to them. That doesn't sound like a primal I've ever heard of. Then mayhaps the fault lies with the definition. The fact remains that through a combination of power and concentration of the power concentrated in the crystals and the force of their collective faith, the Mughals called forth a being that by right should not exist. Moreover, when slain, said being left no corpse, the aether which comprised him instead being scattered to the four winds. According to this accepted definition, he may not be a primal, but the mode of his manifestation was in every respect the same. Which means... Ascians. The whole business reeks of their handiwork. Kupo! They said it was the masked man who had taught them how years ago, but Gridania has no shortage of masked men, and I never thought to question. Confound it all! How many more will they ensnare with their tainted gifts?
Too many, I fear. So long as there are paragons to stir their embers, fools to build their pyres, and crystals to feed the flame, ever and again shall we suffer primal visitation, a somber thought, but a solitary one. My heartfelt thanks, Nia. Already the information you have provided us has proven invaluable. The Grand Serpent Marshal and I have much to discuss. Oh, before you do, my lady, I was hoping we might finish discussing that other matter. The matter of which you speak has even now been settled. The Scions shall not want for support. We shall be glad to send additional supplies to the Revenant's Toll. We knew we could count on you, my lady. While Yida and I remain to discuss the particulars of our arrangement with the Elder Seedseer, mayhaps you could return to the Waking Sands and apprise the antecedent of all that has transpired? Yeah, I think I can do that. Okay, I'm going to switch over to Summoner just because I can. We will go to the Waking Sands then, and hope that we don't have to do this for too much longer after. Okay, so we've made it back to the Waking Sands, and we just now need to report to Menphilia. It is good to see you hale and healthy, Nia. I received word from Yida and Papilimo that you had felled good King Mughal Mog the 12th, but I had hoped to hear your version of the tale. So, it was as they said, summoned with the same methods used by the beast tribes and taught by the Ascians. Though unfortunate, this incident did at least serve to remind the Elder Seedseer of our usefulness. Her offer of additional support could not have come at a better time. My thanks, Nia. Oh, you're welcome. Happy to do it for you, Menphilia. Alright, the Gifted is the second to last quest in this section, so... Ooh, things don't look good. The time has come at last to leave Vesper Bay, and Menphilia would appraise you of the final details of the move. And you get Void Sent Blood. Owing to the tireless efforts of all concerned, we are, at long last, ready to bid farewell to Vesper Bay. So as to avoid drawing undue attention, we shall make the journey to Revenant's Toll in small groups, departing at irregular intervals. Lest you doubt, it is still my intention to conduct further operations openly, but on this particular occasion, the need for caution overrides all other concerns. To move north as one ponderous caravan would only serve to invite attack. It seems only right that I should be the last to leave, and I would have you remain with me until the end, Nia. Upon my departure, the Waking Sands will formally cease to be our headquarters, and the premises will be given into the care of Urianger. I had thought to relinquish the property, but he was quite adamant, and I had not the heart to disagree. These walls have borne witness to some of the brightest and darkest moments of our Order's history. Mayhaps it is best that we do not forsake them entirely. Urianger shall remain here and devote his energies into studying the nature of primals. By the grace of the 12, he will one day discover the permanent solution that we have sought for so long. Of course, he will not be alone. Alice shall continue to work closely with him as well. Should they require our assistance, I have their assurance that they will not hesitate to contact us. Speaking of Urianger, would you inquire of him if any tasks remain undone? I cannot escape the feeling that I have forgotten something important. Alright, Urianger should probably be in the rec room off to the right. So let's go see. He probably has one final thing for us to do, but hopefully he's like, no, don't worry about it, boss. Everything's good. Alright, Urianger. Tell me what you need. Thou art ever welcome, Nia, but I require no assistance. Pray take thy leave, unburdened by concern for my well-being. Verily, thy countenance bespeaks a desire to quit this place without further delay. Mayhaps thou thinkest this chapter of our tale concluded, that these halls should rightly be consigned to the annals of history. In man's eagerness to seize the future, how readily he doth set down the path.
Full many a proud pioneer hath bravely stridden into the great unknown, only to find there the banner of his ancestor, faded by the aeons, and still man gloreth in his discoveries. 'Tis through his pride that the wisdom doth ever give way to ignorance, while they who lurk in the shadows remain hidden, lost no sooner than they are found.
Right. I'll be honest with you, my dude. I didn't understand any of that. Be not offended, Nia. Thy conduct hath ever been beyond reproach. Despite thy surpassing strength and all thy many victories, thou hast never been so convinced of thine own greatness as to imagine thyself above the failings of thy forebears. Mayhaps it is the echo which hath opened thine eyes to the lessons of history. Would that the same could be said of... Ah! Whence came that cry? The solar, 12 fervent, the antecedent. Nia, you must... Tell me, Louisoix, would you have done the same? Louisoix Lavalier was a remarkable man, wise beyond mortal measure. Would that I had met him prior to his passing. An Ascian here? How? How readily you see. You are indeed gifted, antecedent. But you're not like the others. Your robes. Gifted, but ignorant. Yet I shall not judge you harshly. The fault lies with your forebears. It has been millennia. Mine are the robes of an emissary. Unlike he who came before, I have no quarrel with you. He who? You speak of La Habrea? La Habrea is a warrior. He fought, he fell. He may yet learn from his mistakes. Then he is still? Come, I only confirm that which you already knew. There is no cessation, no oblivion, only expulsion. What are? We are ready when you are, my lady, if there's nothing else. Is something the matter? I feel the same way. After everything that's happened here, it feels strange to leave, but I'm sure we'll soon get used to Revenant's toll. Well, I'll let you say your goodbyes. Take as long as you like, my lady. We shall depart whenever you are ready. It is only to be expected. She lacks the gift and the knowledge both. To her, we are indecent. I do not understand. Shadowless, fleshless, formless. What truth there is to each tale is diluted by time and telling. Knowledge dictates expectation. The expectation colors perception. Thus did she perceive naught. So, it is with all but a chosen few, even you, when young, could not yet see with eyes clouded. You know nothing about me, nothing.
The gift grants you clarity, it grants you focus. With it, you may in time come to see us as we are, rather than this crude approximation.
La Habrea did not think so highly of the echo.
La Habrea is wrong about a great many things. The echo is indeed a gift, albeit one you have yet to master.
And if we did?
There would be no strife between our peoples, for we would be of one mind. I leave as I came. In peace, antecedent. May we meet again as friends.
Wait! Stay where you are!
Mayhaps I was indelicate. 'Tis a mercy she shields her children from his grace with such resolve. Was it also by her hand that you survived the Ardor, I wonder?
I take it there is no need to explain. Save your concern. He did me no lasting harm. Whatever his intention was, it was not to kill. I heard a cry. What happened? Are you alright? You look faint. Do you need to lie down? I could fetch you a flask of my special tonic. Eorzea, send word to the students of Baldesion. Tell them to scour the archives, the forbidden tomes in particular. If there is any reference to an Ascian robed in white, however oblique, I would know of it.
An Ascian, my lady? Was that what gave you cause to cry out? I did but moments ago glimpse a figure clad in white set forth from the waking sands, yet Ascians are wont to employ teleportation magics. Why would one be so brazen?
I know not and care not. Find him, Nia. Turn every stone in Vesper Bay if you have to.
Pray attend me, Tataru. Oh, it's on now. You dare hurt my girlfriend, Minfilia? I'll wreck your day. Nobody, and I mean nobody, is able to lay their hands on my precious Minfilia without her first asking, without her consent. Hey, it's you. I am told that you are the warrior of light, but I would know for myself. I shall walk north, and you may choose to follow. I know, however, that you will be waylaid if you do. You may even perish. Should you survive, we shall speak again. Speak anon. Follow you north? I'll do it, man. Don't you tempt me like that. You're telling me that I could possibly die because of it? Don't tempt me with a good time is all I ever say. Alright, so let's summon our little dude here. I'm just gonna get a little bit of extra on Momo. Even though we're pretty much at the end of the episode here. Right after this is kind of all done, so it's not really a big deal. But these guys can be a little annoying, so I just like to make sure that we get everyone dead in the... I think I hit everyone with Bane, so... Now this is the last guy. Unfortunately, they are... the trickster imps, so they're not going to get any close to me. They like to attack from the range. But that was all good. We just need to continue following the white-robed Ascian and see what's going on. Oh, look at that little fawn baby. Or not, it's like a weird long neck camel. I thought it was like a baby deer. Yeah, like the weird looking wobbly legs, but nope, I was just wrong. Alright, so there's another dude. A gruesome gargoyle, huh? Shouldn't be too much trouble. As you can tell, I'm level 55 now, so I'm not entirely too concerned with being under-leveled here. My gear is getting better as we go through. I continue to get more tombstones and buy things from the Ironworks shop in Mordona. So my defense, my attack, they're all going up slowly but surely. Alright, anything else? There's going to be one here, so I have to be careful of this Yarzon Scavenger. I mean, not really careful, that's not really it. If I was to use my Mountain Buster here, what's going to happen is this Yarzon's going to get hit along with it. But that's okay. That one's down. That dude's fighting my target. That dude's fighting my target. Super nice of you, I guess. Hopefully that still counts. Yep, okay. So that still counts for my mission as well. Is this guy doing it as well? He's going through. Let's just make sure, because I don't know if there's going to be another purple field hero, and if I attack his, do I still get points for this, or is that not how this works? Am I just doing more fighting than I really need to? All right, so with this ninja, I'm just, oops, yeah, he's just taking care of stuff. So I'm going to activate mine next, because I don't really give a fuck. These guys go down so quickly, it's not even like worth just sitting here and not doing that. But he does have another one. I did spawn another one on him. He doesn't need to fight it, but he is. I think I just got that Nyx, too. I didn't mean to do that. It's okay. Alright, that guy should go down with the next attack. I'll take care of this Nyx next. That should be a one-shot. Alright, now we can talk to our white-robed Ascian. Remarkable. Truly remarkable. I thank you for granting me this indulgence. None save she who bested La Habrea could endure such an examination. I mean, those guys weren't really tough, my dude. Have the laws of man grown so twisted in my absence that it is now permitted to lay hands upon an emissary? You bore witness to my audience with the antecedent, did you not? Then you know I acted only in self-defense. I realize the same cannot be said of La Habrea. Even amongst his brethren, he is considered unique. Nonetheless, I cannot wholly condemn his misdeeds, for through them we discovered you, one so strong in the gift that she could cast us out. Your mother favors you still, that much is plain, but surely you must feel it. Her influence wanes, her strength shall soon be spent. These lands, these people, this world, all shall soon change. As it was, so shall it be again, as it should always have been. Doubt my claims and question my motives if you will. Only believe me when I say this. I am Edelbus, emissary, bearer of the word of the one true God. We shall meet again. So his name was Edelbus? Edelbus? I always hate these names. I never exactly know how to pronounce them. I'm going to say Edelbus. Idlebus. I'm going to bounce between those two depending on whatever syllables my mouth feels like forming in the day. It could change in between a sentence. It could change in a paragraph. It could change every episode. Who knows? I can never keep it in my brain how I previously pronounced something and then how I decide to pronounce something in that moment. It's all kind of just loosey-goosey on the fly. So it seems like that dark crystal that we saw towards the end is really the main motivation. The one that they say, so there's Heidelin, the light crystal, and then the one that they speak so candidly of. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think it's massive and beautiful. I love it. And then there's the dark crystal that we saw, which we don't have a name for, I think, unless I missed it. Alright, let's turn into Menphilia and tell her what we found. Thank the gods you've returned, Nia. After you left, I began to worry that I might have sent you to your doom.
I take it our visitor proved elusive? Beg pardons, he was waiting for you. What did you do? What did he say? As it was, so shall it be again. Of when does he speak, and of what exactly? The words of Edelbus portend much but reveal nothing, save perhaps the measure of disdain for La Habrea. I had hoped for answers, but it seems I shall have to be content with the wealth of additional questions. That we all shall, until we figure it out. Maybe one day. Build on the stone. Minfilia has a final favor to ask of you. Let us set aside the matter of this Ascian until we have completed our move to the Rising Stones. There is but one final favor I would ask of you before I depart. I believe I mentioned before that my father was a member of the Almegan resistance. The truth, however, is more complicated than that. As far as the Empire knew, he was their spy. He maintained the deception for nigh on half a decade, furnishing the resistance with vital Imperial secrets while feeding his paymasters subtly conceived misinformation. When he died some 15 years ago, my father left behind his journal, which I have closely guarded ever since. It contains every shred of information he and his agents could steal on what they believed to be the single greatest threat to Eorzea, the primals. Its wisdom had guided me through the years, though there is much within I still do not understand. It is my hope that Eorzea will fare better. Tell him to treat it with care. It is all I have left of my father. Alright, so we'll just hand this over to Eorzea, and then I believe Minfilia should be ready to move. Hopefully she won't have too much more to go, though she is kind of a chatterbox, so you never quite know. Yo, Thancred, Yestola, Papalima, what are you guys doing here? It's time to move. We're trying to go on to the next spot. I thought thee departed. To what end dost thou linger? Minfilia wanted you to have this. The father's final bequest, the daughter's lifelong labor. It is no small thing to surrender such a cherished memento. Well, I can imagine the antecedent's pain. Upon my honor, I swear to spare no effort in the study of these materials, lest my lady's sacrifice be in vain. Nia, this is Minfilia. Forgive me, but I could not wait any longer. I have departed for the Rising Stones. If you have yet to. Once you have given the journal to Eorzea, I bid you come to the seventh heaven in Revenant's Toll. Tataru will be there to show you inside our new headquarters. Assuming you have already attuned to it, you may wish to make use of our new aetheryte in Revenant's Toll. After all, it is right at our doorstep. I almost forgot the period. I don't know why. Okay, so like she said, we can actually just travel over to the Mordona aetheryte, and it will be exactly where we need to be. Like, our prayers have been answered. Now, we no longer have to travel from Horizon over to the Waking Sands. We just need to come right in here, and we're already at the base. Nice and easy. They listened to our prayers. Welcome, Nia. Welcome. This is your first time here, if I'm not mistaken. I think you're going to like our new home. Well, what are you waiting for? Go in and have a look. Alright. Can and will do. The Rising Stones. Unfortunately, we still have 2 loading screens that we have to go through before we can go into the solar where Minfilia is. I wish they would have gotten rid of that, but hey, what can you do? Oh, Minfilia. You have an office very similar to the one that you had, but I actually like this stone more than the one in the Waking Sands. The gang's all here. Well, it is certainly spacious. Today marks a new beginning for the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, for today we declare our independence. We shall henceforth be beholden to no nation, but serve all of Eorzea's people proudly and openly. But this does not mean that we will sever our ties to the Eorzean alliance. On the contrary, the antecedent and I shall endeavor to strengthen them. Rest assured, however, that we shall not permit political considerations to influence our decisions. Our identity remains unchanged, as does our cause. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and our single purpose is to safeguard the future of Eorzea.
God, it feels so weird. For Eorzea! Feels really weird without actual voice acting. Just this like soft flute music playing.
A moment of your time, Nia. I would speak of Oedipus.
Pardon the intrusion, my lady, but the matter which bringeth me will admit no delay. Mine every attempt to contact the students of Baldesion hath been met with silence.
No one will respond? How odd. Allow me to try. No response? Surely they would not ignore us?
They have never yet, my lady. I fear we must assume the worst.
No, I will not believe it. An outpost perhaps, but not their headquarters. Their wards are beyond circumvention. Had they come under attack, they would most certainly have raised an alarm. None could penetrate their sanctum unnoticed. But for those who lack the gift and the knowledge both, oh no. Contact their agents in the field at once. If aught has befallen the students of Baldesion, they may know of it. Though the thought of it pains me, until such a time as we have evidence to the contrary, we can but assume the worst. Accordingly, we must needs seek another source of information on Oedipus.
'Tis possible that others in the homeland are possessed of such knowledge. Be fairly warned, however, they are unlike to yield it unconditionally.
Do what you must. Yet another unforeseen and unwelcome development. What could be next, I wonder? A visit from a crimson-clad Ascian, perhaps? Or Archer? Or Puce? Puce. Or Ochre, Puce, colors, got it. And which of our allies will then fall silent? For a time, I thought we had gained the upper hand. When you shattered the crystal of darkness and cast out La Habrea, I dared to hope that we had found a way to rid ourselves of the Ascian menace. But I was wrong. He endures, and may yet return. Upon that point, I have no doubt that Oedipus spoke true. Yet there must be a way to destroy them utterly, a way to spare this world their unholy machinations. I dare not consider the alternative. There are forces at work we do not understand, Nia. I discern them all around, in disturbance too great and too numerous to be dismissed as mere coincidence. Doubtless the paragons are involved, but how and to what end is far from clear. I know not what will come, but I do know that we will meet it as one. Ah, my stalwart hero, your face is a picture of resolve. I know that you will be ready when the time comes. With luck, however, that will not be for a while yet. Pray return to your private affairs with my blessing. Should anything arise, you will be informed. Crele, where are you?
Your intercessions was not foretold.
You object? No, we question. Our plans are in motion, your intentions unclear. They survived the seventh ardor and are stronger now in the gift. Does that not intrigue you? No. No, it does not. Serve as you will, so too shall I. We labor not at cross purposes. The wisdom of his plan shall become apparent in time when the veil is lifted from their eyes. And at long last, they will see. And with that, we have now officially completed A Realm Awoken. Yay! Alright guys, well, that was quick, easy, and simple. I think they're all about that length, if you will. Actually, the next one only has one trial. I think from here on out, we really don't have all that much. This one was kind of unique in it, where it had a Sunken Temple of Corn and Thorn March that we had to deal with. The next one we'll just have to do one trial. The Defenders of Eorzea, after that, we only have to do one trial. The Dreams of Ice DLC is actual dungeon and a trial, as is the Before the Fall, but it has far fewer quests. And then we only have one trial after that, so not much. It should only be about the 5 or 6 episodes for each of them, and then we can move on to Heavensward. Alright guys, well, I want to thank you all for joining me. We'll pick up this next quest to go into the patch 2.2 through the Maelstrom in the next episode. I want to thank everybody for joining me. I'm sorry that the weirdness happened with the Thorn March, with the wiping and whatnot. I'm not quite sure what I kept in there and what I didn't. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode regardless, and I hope to see you again soon. Peace out, and much love to you.